Well, folks, here's my new backyard. Hay shed. Can't even see the house because of all the trees.
On Monday, deputies discovered 3 bodies covered in a shed.
What's up, Iwu crew? It's the Raven, here to share with you another shocking, interesting, or just strange but very true story.
Strange but very true story.
Have the most insane twist I've ever heard.
Insane twist.
What's so tragic is that none of the people involved could have ever seen it coming.
Whoa.
I am back for another new video with my mom.
Hey, they're recording videos just like me.
Covering a story so chilling, it'll make you second guess every stranger you see in public.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
The prime and really only suspect of a horrific and heartless crime vanished.
Vanished?
Despite leaving behind a trail of clues, they've never been caught.
Okay.
If you know or ever happened to cross paths with this person, you should call 911 immediately. On June 19, 2017, police arrived at a quaint farmhouse property in Idaho to conduct a welfare check on its new residents.
Welfare check, huh?
Old man, his 47-year-old girlfriend,
Another
and their
welfare
teenage
check.
daughter. They just excitedly moved into the home, but nobody had heard from any of them in several days. Something just wasn't right. When the first officer arrives at the ranch, he's immediately hit with a smell.
Oh, not the smell, not the smell.
He knows exactly what it is before he walks any further.
Jesus
The smell of
Christ.
something rotting.
Rotting.
There's a shed near the house, and that's where the odor seems to be coming from.
Oh.
So he radios in some backup and starts to make his way over to investigate. The closer he gets, the stronger the smell gets.
Oh.
The sheer number of flies swarming.
Oh, the flies.
Immensely. He
Oh.
can feel in his gut that he's about to discover something he doesn't want to see.
I don't want to see either,
But
man.
he proceeds anyway.
I don't want to
When he
see.
finally opens the door to the shed, sunlight shines through the crack and into the small storage area before him. There on the floor is a bright blue tarp, and it's draped over something, or rather, someone. As he pulls back the tarp, he slowly reveals the bodies of 3 people laying
3
side by side,
people.
all of whom had been brutally killed.
Oh my
left to rot in the
goodness.
shed, likely for days.
Oh my
As it
goodness.
is essentially the peak of summer, the weather has sped up the decomposition process.
Oh,
substantially, making it
decomposition.
hard for anyone to determine who the deceased individuals are.
Oh my
Though it
goodness.
isn't hard for friends and family members alike to assume that owner Mike, his girlfriend Nadia, and her daughter Peyton are the corpses on their property. Seems like a safe enough assumption, right? But once authorities were able to identify the bodies, they were faced with a shocking twist that nobody ever expected. Told you so. While 2 of the bodies did indeed belong to the trio who occupied the home, one of them did not.
One of
Which left
them.
everyone with 2 harrowing questions. Who was this mysterious stranger lying dead on someone else's property?
Ooh.
And perhaps even more chilling, where in the world was the missing 3rd resident?
He probably
As
killed
the
both of them.
pieces this
Low key.
convoluted case started to come together, the victims' loved ones would come to one chilling conclusion. No matter how well you think you know your friends, you can never be sure what
Yeah.
lives they could be living.
Yeah. That's
Let's
real.
go
That's
back
real.
to where it all started. By the time Nadia Medley was in her mid-40s, her 13-year-old daughter Peyton was her entire life. But the single mother often had trouble making ends meet after her husband passed away in 2014.
Aw.
She also sadly lost a child shortly after
Aw.
his birth around the same time. For a while, Nadia and Peyton were essentially all each other had in the world, but that was all about to change. You see, Nadia worked as a massage therapist and
Massage
and
therapist?
she wasn't in a hurry to find love again so soon after being widowed. But sometimes love is spontaneous.
That's true.
It just falls into your lap. Or in Nadia's case, on her massage table.
Her massage table is
A
crazy.
charming man with immense presence and
All right.
personality walked into Nadia's work in need of a massage. The man, who went by the name Mike, was undeniably striking to Nadia.
Okay.
Almost right away, there was a spark between them.
Damn, a
A
spark.
connection that neither of them could seem to control. Which, of course,
Seem to control is crazy.
the relationship started.
Man, how does this
Mike
work
was a
even?
catch, a private pilot for clients who often needed him to fly all over the country at any given time. He
Right.
made good money, was well-traveled, and just happened to be a divorcee of 10 years.
10 years?
Though fate brought Mike to Nadia's life, as the two were beyond perfect for each other.
How?
Their relationship started off
Okay,
slow,
okay.
though it quickly grew more serious as the months went on. From after-work dates to hikes with Nadia and Peyton, Mike demonstrated his commitment.
Commitment, you say. Commitment.
After all, he knew just how much heartbreak Nadia had already experienced.
Right.
He made his girlfriend's daughter just as much of a priority in his life, picking Peyton up from school, taking her on lunch dates.
Lunch dates?
Shoot, and building such a strong bond with her that soon enough,
Bro, teaching people how to shoot.
him Dad.
Bro, teaching people how to shoot has got to be an American thing. Like, what the? We're talking about father and daughter bonding time. You're talking about some teaching somebody how to shoot. Like we only do here for military training, and y'all are out here teaching your daughters how to shoot.
Awesome. Do it again. Keep pointing that way. Do it again.
Looking at videos of them adventuring and even having fun leg wrestling in the leaves, you can tell that not only had Mike become a father figure in Peyton's life, these two were the best of friends. Nadia's friends saw a dramatic change in the woman when she met Mike, saying that he was the first reason she smiled in a long time, that she had a constant happy glow when they were together. Nadia's loved ones followed her fairy tale romance.
Fairy tale romance.
The couple and Peyton explored nature together. They had fun at rodeos, went to baseball games, and no matter what,
Aw,
they had fun.
man, I wish
It was
this.
clear to everyone that Nadia's new romance was flourishing. She
I
met
wish I had this in my life.
Went to Cheap Trick, Joan Jett, and Hart tonight, thanks to my ever so thoughtful boyfriend, Mike. Awesome day at the fair with my little family. Love you guys.
Aw, that was so sweet.
She wrote, because my boyfriend is awesome. Love you, Mike.
Aw,
Buddy, it's me, Peyton. I am going to be like every YouTuber ever, and I'm going to make a vlog.
let's go. Let's make a
We're
vlog.
going to Yellowstone right
I
now.
want to go to Yellowstone.
How much longer do we have? Like, 4 hours? Okay, yeah, 4 more hours. And, yeah, it's a really pretty drive, though. I'm happy.
But all relationships have their honeymoon phase, and according to Nadia's
Yeah, bro,
sister,
honeymoon
there was a
phase, man.
turmoil that started to brew as
Oh, turmoil.
Apparently, Nadia asked Mike 2 or 3 times for help paying mortgage. After a few times of being asked, Mike firmly declined.
No?
Saying that they were moving too fast.
Moving too fast, you say?
Yes.
Moving too fast,
But
huh?
Nadia was not buying it. She had seen one of his paychecks, which reportedly showed that Mike made $10,000.
Damn, 10K a month?
Nadia knew that
What?
Mike made a lot of money as a pilot.
Yeah.
But she
Personal
didn't
pilot,
understand
huh?
why he wasn't willing to help her out financially.
That's true. That's
This
true.
heated dispute became a point of contention.
That's
and
true.
Eventually led to a brief separation of the pair.
Damn, for
However,
money?
their love was like a magnet pulling them back to one another in no time. Nadia texted her friend. He told me separation wasn't making him feel any better. We really have a hard time being apart at this point. Perhaps the most difficult part of their relationship to manage was the frequent distance between Nadia and Mike.
The distance.
After all, Mike's work often took
Ah, yeah.
a amount of time, sometimes for weeks on end, which can definitely put some strain on a
Yeah,
relationship.
definitely.
But as they say, distance makes the heart grow fonder.
Really?
Which is exactly what happened with Mike and Nadia.
Okay.
The distance and time, it seemed, had nothing on the bond they have formed. In fact, it had only made Mike realize that he couldn't bear to spend so much time away from Nadia and Peyton anymore.
Right.
This once casual relationship needed to be more permanent.
Okay.
So Mike ended up purchasing a ranch in Caldwell, Idaho, and told Nadia that he simply couldn't let her think he wasn't ready for commitment. He invited her and Peyton to move in with him and promised the two of them anything they wanted. Open fields,
Anything?
horses,
What?
dogs, rabbits,
What?
anything to make them happy and allow
What?
them to live a full life with him. Nadia's status updates captured her growing excitement as this living arrangement went from a tentative idea to a concrete plan.
Okay, I want a
Nadia,
concrete
Peyton,
plan.
and Mike were ecstatic to start their new life together. In fact, Nadia was so excited that she started to dedicate all of her time to decorating the ranch. Never in her life did she have so much space to work with, and she was beyond ready to turn the farmhouse into a proper home for her and her 2 favorite people. She started putting up fences around the yard and building pens, coops, rabbit runs, you name it. On May
Damn.
10th, she shared this video of the expansive property.
Damn, I want a barn. I want a farmhouse.
Fell in love with the land.
I want a big
Notice the
house.
shed she pointed out in the background.
Well, folks, here's my new backyard. Kind of liking this just a little bit.
And a dog?
Still a little bit of fence to build here.
Why is the dog eating on grass?
Anything that's grazing now. But that will change.
Oh, I see the shed. I see the shed.
Chickens live.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay.
Hay shed. Can't even see the house because of all the trees.
Damn.
Yeah, baby.
That looks pretty.
We're loving it.
Same.
For both Nadia and Mike, they felt that they'd finally found their forever person. This
Damn.
was a new beginning unlike any other. It was a dream come true. It felt almost too good to be true. And unfortunately, that's because it was. In June of 2017, Nadia needed to take a trip back to Utah to pick up some of the horses that Mike had purchased for the ranch.
Damn, I want me some horse.
Couldn't
Actually,
make
no,
it
I don't want
because he
horses.
had to work and wouldn't be around, so Nadia volunteered to do so. Except on the weekend of June 9th, when she was supposed to arrive at the pickup destination for the horses, Nadia never showed up.
What?
The worker she was supposed to meet decided to call her just to check in. Perhaps it was just a simple misunderstanding.
Oh no.
Perhaps it was much more.
No, no, no. It was much more than
Nadia
that.
never answered the phone and never returned any calls. It became clear that there was something very, very wrong.
Oh boy.
Family friends of Nadia's and Peyton started to experience the same thing on their end.
She
Knowing that
dead.
they
She
hadn't
dead.
heard from Peyton since June 6th.
Oh, they
which
both
was the
dead.
last time she had sent them a text message.
They both dead.
His friend Sydney started to grow more concerned by the day. Both she and Peyton were completely addicted to their phones. There was no feasible reason why Peyton wouldn't respond to
Bro,
a text
honestly,
from
same.
Peyton
I'm dead.
this
I'm
month.
addicted to my phone too.
When no one could get a hold of Mike either, it felt as though the entire family simply vanished into thin air.
Oh, like the Japan?
So Sydney
Like
convinced
Japan?
her mother to
They also
step in and
disappear.
investigate whatever was going
What am I
on with
saying?
Peyton and her family. Together, the two called 911 and had someone dispatched over to Nadia and Mike's property.
Yeah.
to check it out
Welfare
and see
check.
if
Welfare
everything was
check.
Okay. Mike's
Yeah.
concerned relatives also called to request a welfare check.
Yeah.
which
We need
brings
those.
us
We need
full
those.
circle to the authorities stumbling upon the
Oh
unforgettable
no.
scene of three badly
Oh no.
decomposed dead
3
bodies.
decomposed dead
You're
bodies.
probably wondering who those bodies belong to. Well, let's start with the odd one out.
The odd one
This is
out.
where things get crazy.
Okay.
Eventually, officers were able to get dental records back to identify the mysterious third body. It was a woman, and her name was Cheryl Baker.
Cheryl
She is
Baker?
also an Ogden, Utah local. But although Cheryl had been from the area, she had virtually no connection to Nadia and Peyton while she had been alive. So why was her body amongst theirs on the farmhouse property?
Yeah, why?
Well, like I said, Cheryl had no connection to Nadia and Peyton. She did, however, have a connection to Mike.
Ooh.
You see, Mike's real name is Gerald Michael Bullinger, and Cheryl Baker
Right.
was his wife of 7 full years.
7 years.
And death.
7 years?
Right. Cheryl and Gerald were married for 5
What?
years before Gerald even started dating Nadia. Not only was Gerald cheating on
She's cheating?
entire new family with Nadia, but the home where his mistress and her daughter lived in Ogden had only been 8 miles away.
8 miles away.
Lived with his wife the whole time.
What?
This, of course, is why it was so easy for Gerald to pull off living a double life.
He was living a
He
double
could
life.
move back and forth between his two partners.
Because he's a
without raising
pilot.
any
He's a
suspicion.
pilot. He's a personal
Just
pilot.
can't make this stuff up.
Jeez.
However, Nadia's best friend later admitted that she always found it weird that, despite the closeness of their houses, Nadia didn't seem to spend many nights with her boyfriend. She recalls Nadia only staying over with Gerald one time, but she figured that the man was just easing back into things, since he said this was his first relationship in 10 years.
Oh boy.
I cannot stress how deceiving this man is.
Damn, this man is
He literally
deceiving
could
for
not
sure,
get
bruh.
proper funding to actually buy the ranch he moved into with Nadia and Peyton. So he had Cheryl purchase the property for
What?
him, telling her that it would become their retirement home.
What?
In other words, the property Gerald lived on with Nadia was not even in his name.
What?
Cheryl had purchased it.
He had her buy it?
All the while that Nadia had been sharing.
He had her buy it?
Moving to the idyllic rural land.
What does idyllic mean?
Cheryl been gushing with colleagues how she just couldn't wait to spend her retirement in the beautiful countryside with the man she
With the man she loved, huh?
Most notably, the ever-creative Cheryl, who loved crafting, taught art, and even made her own wedding dress, wished to turn the large shed on the farm into her very own art studio.
Art studio.
So it's no surprise that Cheryl had wanted to see the property for herself in June of 2017. She had just retired as a teacher on June 6th.
A
after spending
teacher.
many years working at schools for the deaf and blind.
For the deaf
Although
and
she
blind.
agreed
That's
to stay
nice.
behind and sell their Utah home while he was supposed to live in a trailer on the Idaho property by himself and fix it up nice for her. She suddenly decided to drive 5 hours to where the property is located, excited to pleasantly surprise her husband with an impromptu visit.
Right.
It was weeks before she was supposed to be there, but without a job to tie her down,
Right.
Cheryl saw no reason why she shouldn't go reunite with her husband.
Yeah. Makes sense. Makes
Upon
sense.
arrival, we can assume she was perplexed to find that there was a substantial amount of progress being done on the property, and confused when she saw a fully functioning home with
Yeah.
driveway.
That's true.
and
That's true.
animals running around.
What the?
This was her property, and she surely hasn't been working on it.
Yeah.
She probably thought Gerald was having some construction and remodeling done for the two of them.
Okay.
As some kind of surprise.
Surprise, huh?
Cheryl hopped out of her car and walked up the driveway, interested to see who was inside the house and what they were doing on her property without her consent.
Yeah.
Here, we can only speculate what really went down on that fateful day.
Yeah, what
When
happened?
Nadia opened the door, Cheryl's newfound suspicions were only confirmed when Nadia asked who Cheryl was, and the two realized they were being played by the same man.
Same man.
As for what happened
Mike.
after Cheryl and Nadia met face to face, the details are unclear. Presumably, the two women found out that Mike, Gerald, had been cheating on both of them with each other. It's likely that they were both incredibly frustrated with themselves and each other, but mostly Gerald. And at some point, police assumed that Gerald must have discovered that the two women had found out about each other,
Yep.
unraveling his secret life.
Yep.
That's when officers believe he became violent, as his whole world came crashing down in an instant. It is alleged that he took out his anger on not only Cheryl, but Nadia and even young Peyton.
Young Peyton is crazy. You know what?
That's right.
Everything is
The three
crazy.
gruesome bodies on the property were tragically identified to belong to none other than
Cheryl, Peyton, and Nadia.
Woodley, her innocent daughter Peyton,
Yup.
and Gerald's 56
His whole family. All killed.
When the bodies of the victims were analyzed, it became clear that they had all three been shot in the head.
Shot in the head executions?
Before their corpses
What?
were discarded into the shed on Gerald's property. In addition, while some of the animals on the property were alive and roaming around, such as a snake and some rabbits, several animals, presumably family pets, were found dead, including some birds and 3 dogs.
Oh, not the
who,
pets,
just
not the
like
animals.
Victims had been shot execution.
Shot executions,
All
bro.
of the specifics of how that came to happen.
Oh my
are
God.
known by almost everyone.
Bro, this motherfucker,
Everyone
man. This
except
motherfucker, Gerald.
himself. But he is nowhere to be found.
Gotta find this guy,
Can you
man.
Imagine how it must have felt for the victims' loved ones to find out they'd been caught up in one big lie this whole time. One of the things I found most bizarre about this case was the fact that Cheryl's relatives came forward to say that the whole time Gerald was having an affair with Nadia, nobody noticed any signs of him pulling away from his wife. They remembered him as a supportive husband.
A
who made
supportive
plans to follow
husband,
rules
huh?
with the in-laws and go on outdoor family adventures.
Really,
In
really.
fact, they believe Cheryl thought her marriage was absolutely perfect.
Perfect,
Just
you
the
say.
thought that Gerald was such a good liar that he could keep up this charade convincingly for so long is mind-blowing to me. On
True.
a similar note, one of Nadia's friends was so confused by the news reports stating that Cheryl was Gerald's wife that she reached out to the news channel and told them, I think you have it wrong. He wasn't married.
Yeah, no,
To say that Gerald
no.
was extremely
He was
successful,
married.
pulling the wool over the eyes
Nope.
of everyone he knew.
Everybody was deceived.
I think Cheryl's brother put it best when he said, I don't know what his plans could have been. Just pick one and tell the other to go home. But don't kill them. And that's another fascinating rabbit hole of this case.
I don't know about that
What was
plan, man.
Gerald's plan? Well, the first assumption might be that he always hoped to keep his two lives separate, but promising both his partners a new life in the same exact house was obviously a ticking time bomb.
Yeah.
Cheryl's brother has speculated that the closest theory he could come up with was maybe Gerald was waiting for Cheryl to sell their house in Ogden, which was in her name, so that he could cash in on the money before leaving her for his mistress. After all,
Right.
it is weird how much Gerald seemed to struggle with money given his seemingly lucrative career. I mean, I kind of wonder myself how much he was actually working.
Yeah,
If
how
his
much?
numbers were okay with him being away for weeks at a time because of his occupation.
Right.
Since he had to fit in quality time with both sides, maybe putting in actual flying hours was low on his priority list. The
Right.
same. I really want to know what Cheryl thought when he saddled her with all the financial burdens of buying the new Idaho farm.
Yeah, she bought the whole
But
thing.
what if the choice to bring his two lovers to the same area had a different purpose? That's right. Many people theorize that Gerald may have been hoping to start a polygamous marriage.
Yeah,
to raise
polygamous, bro,
relationships and
polygamous.
seamlessly merge into one family.
I mean,
where Gerald could have his cake and eat it too. Still, I just don't know if he would take that big of a risk knowing both women would be furious at him for his infidelity.
yeah.
More than likely not open to the idea of sharing a husband.
Yeah.
Yet another thing people have called into question is Gerald's religious views. There seems to be
He's
many
religious?
reports. Nadia's best friend has stated that both Nadia and Gerald were very atheist, but Gerald and Cheryl were apparently dedicated members of a Hindu temple.
Hinduism?
Gerald told Nadia he was a Mormon from Montana. I was
What?
able to locate some information that came from Gerald's first wife, a woman named Jackie Garcia, whom he met in the 1970s when they were both freshmen at what is
What
now
the
Brigham
flip?
Young University, Idaho. He reportedly served his mission in Manila and then married Jackie at the Salt Lake City LDS temple.
Okay.
But from the very start, Jackie says she got a bad feeling about her groom.
Bad feeling?
She knew it was a mistake.
She knew
as soon as
it?
She got home from the honeymoon.
Soon as she got
10
home.
years of their union would show her his true colors.
Right.
She said his deceptive ways were so extreme that you could catch him red-handed, God could be pointing at him, and he'd still lie all over the place.
Right.
Jackie also reports experiencing physical abuse at Gerald's hands.
Okay.
The first time she was shown the darkness hidden within her husband was during their very first year of marriage.
First
They were
year?
arguing, and she found herself on the floor as Gerald loomed menacingly over her. She slowly looked up at him and asked, "You wanted to hit me, didn't you?" He
Oh.
said yes. Not long after that, Gerald allegedly did cross that line.
He hit her.
Jackie says he would hit her once during arguments, and she would stop talking. It got to the point where she feared greatly for her life. Still, she tried to make it work, reaching out to the church and loved ones for help. But to her dismay, Gerald was so good at putting on a friendly mask to the outside world that nobody really believed her story. At this point, she had really tried everything. Counseling, a domestic violence hotline, even sending Gerald to therapy for batterers. But ultimately, their marriage would come to an end in 1988, after years of infidelity on Gerald's part, and he quickly began a relationship with the woman who would become his second wife. There's
Second
not much
wife?
information available about this second marriage, but it is
Okay.
clear that he left this wife to marry another mistress yet again.
Oh, come on. A
That mistress
serial
was
cheater.
Cheryl Baker, his third wife.
Cheryl
But
Baker.
because all who knew her attest to how pure-hearted and genuine Cheryl was, there's a pretty good chance she didn't even know she was the other woman in the first place.
She's the other woman, man.
With this
The
knowledge,
other
we can
woman.
understand why Gerald would learn Sanskrit and attend Hindu temple with Cheryl, while simultaneously connecting with Nadia as a supposed ardent
That's crazy,
atheist.
bro. He is
His
just
first
a
wife,
serial
Florence,
cheater,
he compartmentalized.
abuser.
He was whatever way somebody needed him to be. And indeed, Gerald was Mr. Perfect, Prince Charming for both Nadia and Cheryl.
Damn, how does he pull this off,
Unfortunately,
bro?
they just had to be at the same time. But had Cheryl suspected something fishy after all? Oddly, the last text a friend received from Cheryl around the time she would have been heading to the Idaho property read, "Take care of my dogs. I don't know if I'm coming back." At first,
What?
this wasn't too concerning.
I don't know if I'm
The
coming
sender of
back?
The message just assumed Cheryl had decided to take a backpacking trip with Gerald, as they were known to do. But seeing this message, with the gruesome context behind it, makes me think Cheryl may have had an idea what was going on.
She knew she was about to
coming
get
the home
killed?
for more than just a light-hearted surprise
What?
visit. But then again, many have raised the question, how do we know Cheryl's even the one who sent that text? Would her husband have used her phone to send it after her death? Personally, I don't think Gerald would go out of his way to send a text like that just to protect their dogs. After all, it would tip people off that something was wrong. And if the many dead animals found on the farmhouse property prove anything, it's that Gerald doesn't care that much about preserving his pets' well-being.
Oh, that's...
However,
Oh,
some
come on, bro.
reports
Take care of your
Texas
pets, man.
around June 11th, and authorities believe the crime occurred on the 8th or 9th. So with that in mind, maybe Gerald really was behind the odd message. But on the topic of if Cheryl suspected the affair or not, there's one last thing that really confounds me about this case. The social media posts. With how recent this case took place, and how close Gerald's two lovers lived to one another, I just absolutely cannot fathom how he was so unbothered by Nadia constantly posting him on social media.
Yeah,
I
bro.
mean, there's pictures, videos, and posts where it's abundantly clear that Gerald was a part of this little family.
Yeah, bro. How does he not get caught?
Rodeos,
How does he not get
together.
caught?
Is he not worried that the friend of a friend might see one of these posts?
Yeah,
and
bro.
the whole jig would be up. Granted, it seems like Cheryl herself might not have been that active on social media.
Maybe she doesn't use
But it's
Facebook,
just
man.
crazy to me that Gerald wasn't more paranoid about how much Nadia posted him. It would have just taken one mutual friend from Ogden seeing those lovey-dovey updates to expose his lies. However, it seems like Nadia just referred to him simply as Mike in her status updates, so I'm guessing that he didn't have a Facebook account to even tag, but still. Regardless, you want to know the most frustrating part about this investigation?
What?
Authorities believe that Gerald Bullinger had a distinct head start before anyone even noticed that Nadia, Peyton, or Cheryl were missing. In fact, Gerald had 10 whole days to start his life on the run before anyone was even looking for him, and he used them to his advantage.
Yeah.
According to investigators, Gerald actually spent the first 24 hours in Idaho after the death of Nadia, Peyton, and Cheryl. Just thinking about the possibility that he slept in the farmhouse with the 3 dead bodies.
3 dead bodies. 3 dead bodies. Yup.
Is absolutely chilling.
Jesus Christ.
Actually, one neighbor told reporters that she had actually heard screams near the property in the
Oh.
middle of the night,
Oh.
around the time when the murders would have taken place. But she didn't call the police because she wasn't sure if it was an animal or a woman.
Oh my
Figured
God.
that a neighbor
Well, they were butchered like an animal. I mean,
activity if it was
yeah.
really serious. What's more, other neighbors would actually report hearing gunshots around the time of the crime.
Oh.
But then again, this was not really a big deal. The rural area was full of hunters and target shooters. I mean, we even saw that Gerald taught Peyton how to shoot.
Yeah.
So, of course, neighbors would assume the gunshots were from recreational use.
Recreational use, you say?
To clarify that even though this property was technically rural, the houses are close together enough that I find it strange no one noticed anything weird.
No
Perhaps the
one noticed.
trees that Nadia had looked forward to receiving privacy from was just enough to hide the dark deeds taking place there from any curious eyes.
Can't even see the house because of all the trees.
All the trees.
However, from the victim's manner of death, it appears that there may have not been all that much of a struggle that could have alerted anyone in the first place. It is believed that Nadia, Peyton, and Cheryl all died from a single gunshot wound to the head.
Single gunshot to the head, bro. That is, yeah, cold and calculated execution, man.
Whether Gerald was home when his wife met his mistress or he arrived home later to find the angry women waiting for him, it seems like the ensuing passionate argument would have been very chaotic. If Gerald had pulled out a gun, it's hard to imagine that the 3 victims wouldn't have tried to fight back against him.
Yeah, they would, right?
So how was it that they all died of such clean and precise?
I think it was like one by one.
A scenario in which Gerald was already home at the farmhouse.
Yeah.
Peyton, when suddenly he saw Cheryl's car pulling into the driveway. Knowing that the jig was up.
He knows, bro. He knows.
Perhaps he decided to take out Nadia and Peyton first.
Probably.
Then waited at the door to surprise his defenseless wife with a sudden attack.
Yeah, probably. I'm guessing that too.
Nadia and Peyton while they were asleep. I suppose this would make sense if Cheryl had arrived to the property late at night, and maybe that would explain the scream the neighbor heard. But ultimately, we just don't really know.
Yeah, we don't.
Sure.
I mean, he probably took them out one by one, considering it's a shot to the head, you know what I mean?
In Nampa, Idaho. It seems like he wasn't even in a rush to get away, and apparently wasn't scared to show his face in public. I can just imagine him monitoring the news to check if the bloody crime scene he left behind had been discovered yet.
Jesus
After
Christ.
enjoying his morning meal, Gerald was heading back to Utah. Once back in Utah, Gerald switched out his truck for Cheryl's car that had been having some maintenance done in an effort to throw investigators off of his trail.
Damn, he's smart. He's smart.
On June 11th, Gerald was seen on video entering the Bridger-Teton National Forest in Wyoming, which is the last known location of Gerald, as it was the last time police were able to track him.
Right.
After some searching, authorities were able to locate Cheryl's car at an abandoned campsite, but Gerald wasn't anywhere to be found. At least, investigators think he wasn't. There are a variety of theories surrounding Gerald's current whereabouts. Amongst the most popular are the fact that he easily could have managed to hitchhike his way out of the national forest.
Yeah.
Even out of Wyoming. However,
maybe
some people also theorize that Gerald could have just continued his way through the woods and taken his own life out of guilt. Canyon County Sheriff Kieran Donahue.
Oh, who knows, man?
Multiple times that his instincts lead him to believe that Gerald is dead.
Really?
But whether that be from intentional self-harm or just exposure to the elements is up for debate. Some netizens have complained about law enforcement's insinuation that Gerald is probably dead. These online theorists point out that if he wanted to end his life, he probably would have done it.
Yeah, he would have done it right after he killed them, bro.
Instead of fleeing the area.
He wouldn't have run.
Close friends of Nadia's believe that Gerald is far too egotistical to end his own life.
Yeah. Most
One
likely.
anonymous individual who knew Gerald for more than a decade quipped, "If you know about sociopaths, you know they're unlikely to kill themselves. he would have to feel guilty, and he doesn't have a conscience.
Yeah, he doesn't,
I
bro.
wanted to look a little into the actual definition of a sociopath, since the term seems to be thrown around a lot these
Yeah, it is
days.
thrown around a
The
lot.
official consistent behavior patterns indicative of the disorder include the following: lack of empathy for others,
Lack of empathy?
impulsive behavior,
Impulsive?
attempting to control others with threats or aggression,
Aggression?
using intelligence, charm, or charisma,
Manipulator.
not learning from mistakes,
Oh.
lying for personal gain.
Lying.
There are clear examples of Gerald exhibiting each one of these criteria, so perhaps that title would be a good fit for
Yeah,
him.
he's probably a
Or at the
sociopath.
very least, it can be said that he exhibited sociopathic behavior in many aspects of his life.
Yeah.
His friends even said the eventual husband and wife met on a plane, and by the time they landed, he had gotten her phone number, so there must have been something infectious about his personality. Too bad he used it to manipulate those who trusted him most. Law enforcement emphasized just how rugged the 3.4 million acre area he disappeared into is, saying that it is littered with grizzly bears, wolves, and coyotes. Gerald apparently has taught survival training in the past, but even if he was able to sustain himself for a little while out in the wilderness,
Nah, bro, he can't make
probably
it,
would have
bro.
had to find more welcoming accommodations before winter fell.
He
What's
definitely
interesting is
fled
that
somewhere
many of his
else.
old friends actually theorized that he could have used his trademark charm and charisma to convince another unsuspecting woman to take him in.
Oh,
I'm
probably.
sure if he's still alive somewhere out there, he would be going by an alias, so that's why spreading his photo around is so crucial.
Right.
The sheriff has said that the evidence points to him still being in the country, probably within the West if he's indeed still living. But here's where things get even crazier.
Really?
On July 20th, 9 days after Gerald entered Bridger-Teton National Forest, a couple of workers from a recreation center reported seeing someone who looked just like Gerald in a tent at a camp spot less than 2 hours from where his car was found.
Really?
Could Gerald have narrowly escaped being caught again? On June 28th, the tip was received from someone who thought they saw Gerald driving south on Interstate 15 near Salt Lake City, while others reported possible sightings of the fugitive in Pocatello. Police dogs, helicopters, and infrared technology
Holy shit,
were employed in the expansive and intensive
They brought out
search for the
everything.
suspected killer on the loose, but all to no avail.
What?
What's really weird is that one sheriff stated plainly that they collected evidence that indicates Gerald is dead, but he stands firm that they cannot be closed-minded in
Yeah,
this
bro.
investigation. I would really like to know what that evidence is that indicates he is dead, but it doesn't seem to have been made public. One of the most eerie things about this case is that Nadia's Facebook page has not been taken down.
Right.
And so we can still read her final
Her
posts.
final post.
They're like a time capsule showing a woman who is happy, optimistic, and
2016.
feels for her boyfriend.
Yeah.
Excited for the future.
Yeah.
In her very last post, she says that the last thing she thinks before going to bed is life is good, and affirms that she has found love. Before that, a photo of Peyton, a cute snapshot of
Aw.
with her dog, and a scenic picture of the rural front yard she
Man.
loved so much. An even older post from 2016 is perhaps the most sad of them all. Nadia shares that she is a survivor of mental and physical spousal abuse.
Jesus Christ. Oh, and that happened again.
I'm much better off now and definitely a survivor.
A survivor, but now not a survivor anymore.
About a year before
Now a
the
victim.
murders, she posted a photo of Mike and Peyton writing, "Happy Father's Day to all the real dads out there, those who inspire their kids, who are there for their families, who take the time to make a difference." It is
Holy.
truly tragic to see just how much she had to go through already.
Yeah,
And
I
even
mean-
then, she had no idea the monster that her boyfriend Mike really
Yeah.
was.
Yeah,
At the same time, Peyton actually had her own YouTube channel, and going through some of her old videos really hit me hard.
yeah.
Hello everybody, it's me, Peyton, and I am back for another new video with my mom.
Hi.
So, today I'm going to be painting her face Galaxy.
Painted her face Galaxy. Aw. I never had any fun activities with my
I
parents.
should be making next. I have a very one.
Please don't say paint your mom.
Just paint your mom all over. Oh God.
Yeah.
I will
Not on YouTube, you won't.
Her last
What does
video
that
shows
mean?
Peyton sharing her New Year's resolutions for 2017, having no idea that her life would be cut far
Yeah.
too short.
That
I
sucks.
just want to be able to, like, I don't know, have my own opinion more, be able to say stuff more. Like, if I don't want to do something, say no, I'm not gonna do that.
Yes, please.
And
Yeah, stand up for yourself, man.
also, being able to tell people when something's like hurting me
Well,
and getting them to stop.
yeah.
God, I need to focus. Fourth thing is, I want to do more writing. Because, as I doubt any of you guys know, I love to write. I have stuff published in my school's book. That's really good. I might read it to you guys. Because it's like kind of a way to express something I love to do. Like, I love to sing, and that's what I do on that channel. I love to, like, write my own songs. Like, I just learned how to play guitar, so hopefully, like, I'm not great, but I can do stuff.
Honestly, same.
And
I'm
so
not
hopefully
great, but
I'll
I
be
can
able
do
to
stuff.
more, but it's just,
Well,
altogether, just doing things that'll make me happier.
yeah.
Things that'll make you happier.
Yeah.
Like, don't just sit here saying, you know what, I'm gonna do that, and it'll be great. No, do something. Actually do it. Do something that will make you happy.
Yeah, good advice.
Do something that will impact your life for the better. If that's getting
Perfect
yourself
advice.
friends that treat you like
Yes.
complete, then get the
Yes, bro.
get them out.
Get them out of your life.
Rid of them. If you want to go talk to that hot guy at your school that you've had a crush on forever, do it. Don't just wait for the right moment. 'Cause
Yeah.
guess what? There will never be a right
There will never be a right
We don't have
moment.
enough time in this world to just keep waiting for the right moment. Because eventually, we'll just give up.
Yep.
What we wanted to do won't seem important. We'll lost the interest.
Yep.
And we'll just live our lives not knowing, you know, that we did that. We'll just live our lives in the what ifs.
Yeah. The what ifs.
You need to put yourself out there because we have one short life. And no matter what you believe.
Yep. She knows. She knows.
We have one life and you need to live it the way you want to.
Yeah,
Do
exactly.
whatever you want to do.
Exactly.
Not what other people want you to do. Live your life the way that it makes you happy. But just listen to me. It's more important to live in the now and live like we're gonna die tomorrow than live like we have 20 years ahead of us or however many years.
Gerald Bullinger is really the only person of interest in the murder of Nadia, Peyton, and Cheryl, and needs to be located, dead or alive, as soon as possible.
Yep.
At this very moment in 2021, Gerald Bullinger is still considered armed and dangerous, and is very much wanted by the law. So keep your eyes peeled for a Caucasian male in his 60s who is around 6'1" and weighs approximately 240 pounds. From the last time he was seen, Gerald Bullinger has gray hair and brown eyes, as you can see in this photo of him. If you see him, do not approach him, but please call 911 immediately. And if you
Gerald
take one thing
Michael
away from this story,
Bullinger.
Remember that people are not always what
Yeah.
they seem.
Double
If
lives.
seems
People
too
live
good to
double
be
lives.
true, it just might be.
Right.
Cheryl's brother has lamented, "I don't trust my own judgment on people anymore. I thought Mike was a nice guy. I'm not sure we would know the true story even if Mike were found."
Yeah. I
Now,
guess.
I'd like to pass this story off to you.
Right.
What do you think happened to Nadia, Peyton, and Cheryl? Why would Gerald remain on the run if he is not responsible for their deaths? And where do you think he is currently?
Well, I think he killed them one by one, probably in their sleep, probably because it is, one-shot execution style. So probably in their sleep, and then ambushed her wife when she least expected it. So one by one killed, and then fled because he is a personal pilot, so he probably just flew away to somewhere else. I'm guessing. I don't actually know, but somebody get this man. Somebody get this man.